What's your favorite hand in poker? I'm asking because there's a high chance that your favorite hand is actually costing you money at 1-2 and 1-3 live. I've thought this for a long time, but after playing live poker for 11 years and coaching dozens of students, I finally have proof. So in this video, I'll show you what these hands are, why they're losing you money, but also why you will still want to play them sometimes. Okay, to show you what this hand class is that everybody loves and everybody loses money with, let's look at a hand I played a couple of months ago. I opened 7-6 of hearts in middle position. The player to my immediate left called, so did the button and the big blind. The flop came down Queen Jack 5 all hearts. You couldn't hope for a better flop than that, right? This is the exact moment every player who plays suited connectors dreams about. You flop huge, there's action brewing, and in your mind you're already counting the chips. This is why people love these hands, because when they hit, it feels like you can't lose. After the big blind checked, my mind was in value extracting mode. So my main question was, can I get more money if I bet here or if I check raise? I figured that one of the two players still to act would probably stab at this, so I could check raise then. And indeed, the hijack obliged. Then the fish on the button called behind, and also the big blind called. With this action, I decided that it was now time to spring the trap and raise, so I chose a chunky raise size. The player to my left huffed and puffed and then folded. The fish on the button was also annoyed and let go of his hand. And now the big blind, who had only called earlier, went all in for 250 big blinds. Ugh, what an ugly spot. Just seconds ago, I was thinking about how to win the biggest pot possible. Now I'm sitting there wondering if I'm about to lose 250 big blinds. I went from feeling on top of the world to essentially bluff catching. The big blind's actions didn't really make sense. Would he really play a big flush like that? Not really, I thought. But would he play a set or two pair like that? Well, no, not really either. And what about the naked ace of hearts? Well, also not very likely. With all three of these hands, I would have expected him to raise after the initial bet rather than calling behind. But then again, I couldn't see any other hand that made sense. The problem I faced was that if he had a bigger flush, I'd be drawing dead. And if he has a set, he would still have around 35% equity. And even the naked ace of hearts would still be close to 30% in terms of equity. So I'm either dead or a bit of a favorite, but I'm never a huge favorite. With suited connectors, you rarely win big, and when the money goes in, you're often in marginal or dominated spots. I tanked for about 3 minutes before I folded. And there it was again. I lost a fairly big pot with a hand that I should have folded pre-flop. And I even lost this hand although I had one of the best possible flops. If you have two suited cards, you will only flop a flush 0.84% of the time. So in theory, this was the dream and I still lost. Other times, I will have got it in with such a flush and lost to a higher flush. In fact, do you know how often someone else will have two cards of the same suit in their hand? It's about 30% of the time. And a lot of those will crush your 7 high or 6 high flush. And when nobody else has a big hand, I usually win the minimum with my flush. But before you start saying that you never have folded in that spot, let me just say this. That's not the point. The point is that suited connectors are one of the most overplayed and misunderstood hand classes in live poker. But don't shoot the messenger, because here's the proof. Up until this point, you might still think this is just one unlucky hand. But what if it's not? I went through the Hand2Note database to see which hand classes are profitable and which aren't. In case you haven't heard of Hand2Note, it's a poker software company that has put together huge amounts of data. They analyzed live streams of all stakes from 1-3 up to the nosebleeds on Hustler Casino Live. I looked through all the data and filtered for only winning players at 1-3 and 2-5, so not everyone, just the players who won money over a certain sample size. And then I looked at what hand classes these players won money with and what hand classes they lost with. The result is absolutely shocking. Look at this. These are all the different hand classes. Did you spot the pattern? These winning players won money with every hand class except for one: suited connectors. Even offsuit aces like ace deuce off did better. And by the way, that doesn't mean that you should open ace deuce offsuit from any position now. It just means that when players played this hand, they made money with it on average. But now you might say,
"But Andreas, the sample size in your example is tiny."
and yep, that's what I thought as well, which is why I then looked at a much larger sample size and filtered for all stakes, including the highest ones, and I also added antes and everything I could find. And guess what? Same thing here. Suited connectors are bleeding money. Although, now you can see that suited broadways are also not exactly profitable, but that's maybe a topic for another video. But when a player was dealt a suited connector, they played the hand 83% of the time and lost money with it. Even if you look at the expected value in GTO charts, you will see that suited connectors are break even at best. And I believe that in those loose and splashy live low stakes games, these hands do even worse than under different circumstances, because you'll have more multi-way pots where someone can have a higher flush or straight than you. That said, I don't want to only talk bad about these prettiest of hands. I still think there are some scenarios where it makes sense to play them. I bet you've been hoping to hear this sentence, but you only want to play them rarely and in the right conditions. So when is that? When you're in late position, like in the cutoff or on the button, and everybody folds to you. And yep, that means that you still have to fold them in early and middle position. Another time when you can play them is when you're in the big blind and the raise wasn't much bigger than 3 big blinds. And if you play against better players, you can 3-bet in position with such a hand. But don't do that against weak players who call you with ace-9 offsuit or king-7 offsuit, because then you will just inflate the pot with a weaker hand. But these are pretty much the only times when you can play them. You will still not win any money with these hands long term, but you will be a little bit more unpredictable because you don't only open big card hands. But if you want to know exactly what hands to open and what hands to 3-bet in live low stakes games, then make sure to get my custom-made opening ranges. You can download them for free by clicking the link below or by scanning this QR code. And if you want to know how to win in loose and splashy live low stakes games, then you can just copy my entire strategy, which I share in this video here.